Hello, hello, and hello, everybody. I just did my name. First of all, let me start off. My name is Barbara J. Beckley, and usually I come on my daily morning shows, which basically is under the Diamond Factor Experience Network. Monday through, I could say this too, Monday through Friday, and then Sunday, 8 o'clock Central Time, 9 o'clock Eastern Time. So I am basically the producer and sometime host of my own shows under that platform. But I'm coming to you because this is not about me right now. This is not about me. I was thinking just recently about the month of February. And as mostly everybody knows in a global atmosphere, that this is Black History Month. So I was telling, sometimes I get a little bit saddened, and sometimes and then the other times I get very excited to the point where I remember, and it reminds us, it shouldn't be a month out the whole year. It reminds us how powerful and upstanding of the knowledge of Black American people are. And we have to seem like we have to show the world that in a month of February. Okay. I'm not going down that road. I'm just kind of showing the two sides of how I was feeling for a minute. And I was saying to myself, we always talk about Martin Luther King and, all the extra geniuses that has stepped, made that path for us to get to where we are today. And then I think about that we still need to keep that path moving. It doesn't stop when they passed away. Their spirit lives on. The spirit of the Maya Angelos, and the Cicely Tysons and the Martin Luther King, all those people that came before us and was living with us for a while until they passed is still around. Anything that they taught us that came through some kind of speech, presentation, or just them standing strong in their genius and in their purpose. And, I'm always talking about PPD, your purpose, passion, and drive. And I always like to relate that to yourself because it has to start here. And then I want you to make sure that your stories are not in vain. The stories that happen in your life, the things that you go through in your life, they're not in vain. They might hurt as heck because some of your stories are not happy ones. I know mine are not too happy. Then I have stories that are just makes me smile every time I think about it. But it all goes into this big old bowl in your life. And then it creates that strength and that encouraged strength that you can move forward in what you're doing and what you do in your life. So like I said, to me, it's stepping stones of strength when you deal with things in your life, in your stories, what happens to you. And when you think about the past leaders, the past influencers, and the current ones, we all deal with that. It's not like anybody's separated from a story in their life that really molded them to who they are now. So like I said, I was thinking about this month. I was thinking about Black History Month. I was thinking about influencers and mentors that have paved the way, not just for everybody in this world, but, I look at some of the ones that paved the way for me and have taught me and showed me a lot of things that I do right now. I think back just 11 years ago when Barbara J. Beckley, and I say my full name because, I said to myself, I should be proud of my full name. So just give you a little tip. If you have a middle name, if you have a full name, if you were given that at birth, use your full name. Be proud of it. That's part of you. So now I say Barbara J. Beckley, and it means Barbara Jacqueline Beckley. So when people introduce me, and now when I give them when I give them my bios or something to read from, I put the J there because it's important. And I want you to understand how important you are. Your name, who you are, what you do, what's your purpose in life is very important. So stepping back and looking at the people that came in my life that helped me get to a certain level where I'm at right now. So like I said, 11 years ago, I was an individual that was scared to speak up. I was a person that I didn't think I had any value to say whatever I had to say. I didn't think I was knowledgeable enough to talk out in what I wanted to say. And that happened because of stories in my life. Being bullied, being sexually molested, losing my dad at a young age. All that kind of crept in my mind. And then my mother, the one that I call her Sergeant Beckley, basically was the ruler to me and kind of saying, okay, I'm going to tell you this or you're going to do this. So even that voice piece was in my mind, in my life, but I wasn't the voice piece. It was her. But then she passed away. It was 12 years ago now, I'm thinking about it. And then it was just me here. And I said to myself, okay, Barbara, if you really, truly believe deep inside of you that you want to make a difference in life, then you're going to have to step up in your leadership and in your speaking. And that's when I decided, well, I got to tell the story right. That's when I was pushed into joining a Toastmaster club within my organization where I work at as of today. That was, at that time, was the most scary, fearful part of my life. Because that, in my mind, that was the unknown. Because I already said that I didn't feel like I was worthy to speak. I was worthy to get up on stage and say things to others. I didn't think I had anything that people wanted to hear from me. I didn't know totally my purpose and really understand how do I get to this point of speaking to people. And then once I went into this organization, that till today, it's been 12 years now. And now I believe that is the most best, awesome, brilliant thing that was done in my life. Because it showed me that I had a voice. Always had the voice, but didn't know how to really understand and use it. And then from that point on, I met people within the organization that helped me and guided me and mentored me and showed me the way and showed me that I can do it. Show me that I can get up there and speak and give knowledge to people and move people and be an influencer. And one of the individuals that I met through Toastmasters that is to me just a brilliant, amazing, wonderful individual in my life is Mr. Barry B. Mixon. So when I was thinking again, going back to the month of February, Black History Month, and what this man has achieved in his life, I thought of one word that came to mind: a trailblazer. Barry B. Mixon is a trailblazer. He was for me, and I know he has been a trailblazer for many others, even if they don't want to admit it, but he has. He has proven over and over again that it is so important to know the value, as we always hear him say, of your story. He has proven over and over again to compare and look at gems and then look, especially for women, and understand and tell women, he's shouting to the rooftops to us to say, you have value. In fact, you have more value than a gem. He has over and over again stated to us that our stories are important and it makes up our value. So when people read about us, they hear about us, that just amplifies our value in our life. He always talking about you have to know your own sound. And I always relate to that as equaling your own uniqueness in you. And he says that all the time. And the years that I've been knowing him, and he has always encouraged me. We have tons of conversations. We talk about almost everything when it comes to just speaking, influencing, and just marketing, just, just having fun, just talking, period. I call Barry my friend. I tell him, I say, you're like my big brother, like my older brother, because he's older than me. But he's so much wisdom, and he cares, and he has a heart of gold, as everybody, if you know Barry B. Mixon. And I wanted to come on today because on Thursdays, I usually have a special show called Expanding Your Impact. And I had somebody else on that day, but I said, I need to make sure I do this for my friend and your friend and this wonderful influencer in life, Barry B. Mixon. I want to make sure that we are honoring, especially Black men that are achieving things in life and that are paving the way and being that trailblazer in life. And that's what he's doing right now. I want to congratulate him right now for being the 2021-22 Global Teacher of the Year. He is receiving a very, very high honor. And this is a congressman that's giving him this. And 3.5, I think, million individuals in India and many others. They're having a Gala celebration. And they have more people that they are honoring, but Barry B. Mixon was picked through all different, any kind of other teacher that you can think of. He was picked Global Teacher of the Year. Think about it. Global. Not just not just in the US, not just in a certain state, not just in a certain city, but globally. Global. He was picked as Teacher of the Year. If that's not telling you something or saying something, I don't know what is. I told Barry, I said, this is only the beginning of your life. See, you do the work, you show up, you do what you have to do, you care for others, and then after that, all the accolades and everything comes to show you, because this is just confirmation on how awesome he is. This is just confirmation. And I told him that. I said, the awards that you're getting, Man of Excellence, everything that he has been getting, the awards that he won within Toastmasters and beyond, talking, being this wonderful speaker and influencer, not just here in the US, but globally in France, Italy, China. He's all over. I said, Barry, this is just a glimpse on what's happening to you. Because when you work hard and you come from a certain point in your time in your life, the universe brings things back to you to confirm to you that you have did a good job. And you have. So I wanted to come on just to make sure that from the Diamond Factor Experience Network, myself, Barbara J. Beckley, that's over that, and that you have a show under there that I and we totally commend you, honor you, cherish you, your brilliance, and being a trailblazer, and remind us that we have to be trailblazers in this lifetime. Because people need to see the leadership within us in a positive way so they can understand that they are valued, so they can understand that they have a sound, and then they can understand, I'm going to throw mines in there, that they have a purpose within them that needs to come out to others, because we need to help each other. So, Mr. Barry B. Mixon, I applaud you. I thank you for being in my life, for teaching me all of the things that I needed to open my mouth so I can be able to say what I need to say and what I wanted to say to people. So hopefully that is hitting in their lives and making a change. I always talk about being that lighthouse for the world. People need to see a light right now, moving forward. They need to see that the leadership, that everything that was done back in the years and back in the past, it was not in vain. that we still remember, we still are bringing up leaders and understanding that we have to move forward so our next generation can move forward. And the Barry B. Mixons of the world are moving forward with that. So thank you, Barry B. Mixon. I like saying that for being such a wonderful friend to me, a wonderful friend to everybody else, a high influencer, and enjoy yourself. Just sit and resonate. Pause and take time tomorrow when you are being honored for that Oscar. It's an Oscar that he's getting. An Oscar. He's going to show it to you. He's getting an Oscar tomorrow for being a Global Teacher of the Year, for teaching people about who they are and that they need to resonate with themselves. Isn't that more important than anything else when you think about it? It starts with us. And that's what he has done through his teachings and his presentations and just him being here. So thank you, sir. And to let everybody know that we will be back with the Diamond Factor Experience Network shows next week, starting on Monday. We're here every week, 8 o'clock Central Time, 9 o'clock Eastern Time. I ask you to support, and I thank everybody else that has been supporting the network, because we're just going to bigger and better things. But the biggest thing that I want to make sure that whatever is done under the Diamond Factor Experience Network, that we're going to bring awareness, we're going to educate, and we're going to motivate to make sure that you are getting the value and you're hearing that sound and you're understanding your purpose in your life. Thank you so much. Congratulations, Barry B. Mixon. Well deserved. Well deserved.